Hello, I thought I would do a check-in for my new subscribers to tell you a little bit about who I am and why I've been posting what I've been posting and where I get my information. So I'm a medical intuitive. I'm also a psychic medium, a spiritual healer, and I teach everything that I do, and I also write books about what I do. Prior to November 7th, I was focused mainly on the work that I do as a medical intuitive and on teaching. But my guides came to me on November 7th and told me that I needed to start posting these messages for everybody. So who are my guides? I'm somebody who's a medium, but I don't work with guides in a mediumistic way. So the way that a medium works is they communicate with spirits. Spirits come down, the medium adjusts their energy up, and then they have a conversation. I don't exactly work that way, although I can work that way. The way that I work is that I actually leave my body. I place my consciousness at a higher vibration. You can think of it as astral travel, out-of-body travel, or mysticism. Being able to travel out of body allows me to go up to higher realms where I can communicate with beings who are not going to come down to Earth to communicate with humans. And so it's a different kind of information. It tends to be global in nature. It's information that has an impact on everybody rather than just information that's for, say, a client of mine. Now, when I work with clients, I'm tuning in with my clairs into their body to find out what's going on, and I might also be working as a medical medium, working with spirit doctors and ancestors who will give me information about their health. But when I'm getting information that's about the planet, and especially information that's predictive or about the future, then I'm working at a different level. I have a lot of different guides that have been working with me my whole life. Some of them are star beings themselves. Some of them are archangels or high-level beings kind of at that level. Some of them you might think of as like goddesses or gods or rishas. And these are all just names. Different traditions have names for these type of beings. And I'm trained in a number of traditions based on my background. And so I work with a wide variety of guides that come from the different backgrounds that I'm from. I identify as Afro-Indigenous, which means my ethnicity or my heritage is a mixture of African and Native American. My training is also from African-based and Indigenous Native American-based traditions. The night after the very large electrical storm, I started to get information that was of value to the whole planet, and my guides began to urge me to post this information. And so you'll see that on this platform, I've been posting almost daily since November 7th about what messages I've been receiving from my guides. Over time, it's become increasingly difficult to post these messages and have them not be taken down. And so over time, I stopped giving direct messages from my guides and I started to tell stories. Storytelling is also a part of my traditions, and so it's not something that's unusual for me. I love storytelling, and many of the elders that trained me through stories. I might ask a question, they wouldn't give me a direct answer, they would tell me a story, and then it was up to me to figure out the answer from the story. I know that some people might find this annoying or frustrating. Like, why do I have to read between the lines? Why do I have to figure it out? Why can't you just tell me? There's a lot of reasons, but let's just accept it. So I've been telling stories, and the stories are about everything that's going on right now in the world. The stories are about the electrical storm. The stories are about what's going to happen afterwards. The stories are about what actually went on with the electrical storm. The stories are about the UAPs and whatnot. The stories are about what we can do right now to deal with the situation that we find ourselves in. So I've been giving suggestions over the last few weeks. If you go back to my older videos, I'm giving suggestions about things to do. And I've also just been providing a lot of guidance from my guides about what's happening and why it's happening. There are a number of other people on this platform who are getting essentially the same information I am. Some people call us the 4 a.m. Club. I call us the Dreaming Women. We are all a part of the rising of the divine feminine. This is something that's going on energetically at this time. And so if you're wondering why is it mostly women or only women who are getting this information, that's why. And we shouldn't be concerned about that. Like if you're used to listening to men and following male creators, and maybe you're uncomfortable because you're not seeing a lot of men talking about this, just know that this is all in divine order and this is just something to adjust to, and it's all going to work out. The rising of the divine feminine is not about separating out or removing certain genders. It's just about women being messengers right now, having intuitive insights that other genders are not privy to at this time to the same extent. And because we've been going through centuries of toxic patriarchy, this is a time for balancing things out so that we can move forward in a more loving way. As time goes on, we'll see more and more creators who are from other genders, who are tuning in more to their divine feminine side, the feminine aspect of themselves. And as that evolution happens, we'll have more and more people having dreams, and it won't just be women. My primary role, my primary purpose for delivering these messages on a daily basis is that of service. My guides have instructed me that it's my job to help people to visualize a future they want to see, to help people to rise out of despair and fear and resentment, that I'm here to help people to activate their own energy. So if you're a light worker or a star seed, I'm here to just remind you that you're a light worker or a star seed. I'm here to remind people that we all have intuitive gifts and we all have the ability to tune into our higher selves or to a higher level in order to get information. Spending time in nature, spending time with animals, working with crystals, meditating or engaging in meditative activities like gardening or artwork are all things that I recommend people engage in at this time. I'm also being told to strongly urge people to get into community. We've created a community here on this platform, but it's also important to create community where you are locally. In particular, I was advised to tell people to try to get a group of 4 together, 4 people who are in your neighborhood or close by that you can connect with. All of us are responsible for raising the vibration at this time. All of us are responsible for determining what our future looks like. And all of us have the power to make the future happen. And so that's also what I'm trying to do here, is to remind people of the power that they have, to remind you that you are a powerful being and that you are not a victim and that you do not have to wait for other people to make decisions about your life. My name is Jennifer Lisa Vest. You can find me on a variety of platforms like YouTube, Blue Sky, Instagram, and others. Please follow some of my mutuals like Dana at the Somatic Magic of Money, Empress CJJ, also Spirituality with Sam, and Gia Prism, also Venia, Venia. And if you could please put in the comments anyone else that you recommend people follow, any other Dreaming Women, any other 4 a.m. Club members, anyone else who is giving similar information that's helpful and uplifting, that's going to help us move forward. Also, please share what you're doing to deal with these challenging times.